Ossifer Kerfuffle, reporting on this very dark day for all of humanity. I cannot say too much at this time as investigations are ongoing, but it is indeed a heinous crime. We are still in the process of confirming the identity for the purpose of contacting relatives at this stage. What we do know is the victim was about 150 centimetres high. The crime seems to have been committed to gain profit for an illicit fur trade. We allege that the victim was shot, killed, and then mutilated with a sharp instrument, removing the lower end of the body known as butting. I personally have not witnessed anything so gruesome in all my professional career. This sight may distress some people. I would advise viewer discretion as we reveal the victim's remains and explain what we know about the situation. Do not be too quick to judge an earlier generation's lifestyle. I love the biblical quote, "Let he among you who is without sin cast the first stone." I was heavily involved in the fox industry, the fur industry, in trapping, and the best way to trap a fox was to use the bait, ears. They loved ears. Ears off a kangaroo were perfect. So what we had was a gun, shoot the kangaroo, a knife, butt it. 90% of the meat is in the lower end. You use that for dog meat, root-tail stew, and you'd think that the fox would go to that open end. But no, he wasn't interested in that. He's interested in the ears. You set 3 rabbit traps. If a fox gets caught in one rabbit trap, he'll chew that leg off. I've trapped foxes before that have had 3 legs. You have to get them in 2 traps. So you set one off the crown of the head, front and back. When he hits one trap, trust me, he'll end up caught in the other. Very, very efficient, and we trapped heaps of foxes this way. And it also did the environment good because foxes ate the lizards and the small Australian mammals. So as we were removing the foxes, we were helping the native animals climb back in numbers. When my wife and I first got together, she didn't realise how difficult spotlighting foxes was. For a start, you never hit the fox with the light in the eye. If you do, he'll close his eyes and he'll just be absorbed into the background. One of the first times we went out, I picked a spot near a fence where I could whistle, lights turned off, pitch black, but I knew what to listen for, the twang of a wire. But I didn't turn the light on then because I wanted his mate. So the wife's beside me with the spotlight. When the twang of the wire happened, I knew where he'd go. So I waited a few seconds, I grabbed her wrist, turned it towards the target or where I thought it would be. She flicked the light on, bang, I got him. I grabbed her wrist, turned it around to the right, got his mate. That comes from experience and observation. It's something you can't teach people. You have to spend the hours doing it to be able to know how they're thinking, where they're going to move. We even shot a fox one night in front of the Hill End pub at about 2 o'clock in the morning. You never hear the first shot.